Good evening, everybody. This is Van Silk, Rock Bottom Sports. Yeah, we at the bottom. That's why I call it Rock Bottom Sports. You can check us out on rumble.com. Rock Bottom Sports. Instagram, Rock Bottom Sports. Let's talk about LeBron James. He's all over the news. Personally, he's a good basketball player. But he has hurt a lot of careers in the NBA. We're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about LeBron going to leave the Lakers. He's not staying. And Genie busting him, and I've been saying this for the last year and a half, need to get rid of him because you can't rebuild a team with a person going on 39, 40 years old for the future. But I will say this. After he played the Knicks tonight, I guess this could be LeBron's last game as a Laker because he's not saying he wants to trade in public. Pelinka's not saying nothing. Genie Bus is not saying nothing. This is what's going on. LeBron has a $51 million contract for next year. The Lakers don't trade him. He can opt out. The Lakers get nothing. So at this point right now, get something. But here's the situation. Leon Rose, who runs the Knicks, used to be at CAA, Creative Artists Agency, represented a lot of basketball players and athletes. LeBron James was Leon Rose's client before Richpaul started Klutch Sports. And Richpaul never had a great relationship with the Knicks. But here's the funny thing. Chicago was trying to trade Zach LaVine to Detroit. LaVine didn't want to go. So all of a sudden, Zach LaVine has a season-ending injury. And the Pistons don't want him like that. So that deal is dead. But a lot of people don't know that Richpaul met with Leon Rose this past week to patch up their relationship. And this is what's going to happen. They're going to orchestrate a deal. Even though the Lakers may not want to trade him to the Knicks, if he wants to go to the Knicks, but in best interest of business, you let it happen. But Leon Rose is the president of the Knicks, and Richpaul, founder of Richpaul, Klutch Sports. They had a meeting on Friday to discuss issues that hinder the relationship between Klutch Sports and the Knicks. You have to excuse my phone. I ain't using no stand. Now, we all know this meeting was first reported by the New York Post. And trust me, there are developments being made. Leon Rose was a top agent CAA and represented, Carmelo Anthony, a lot of players. Now, Richpaul is LeBron's agent. You don't think that they didn't have a meeting about LeBron? Klutch Sports has LeBron, Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Jordan Clarkson, Dejounte Murray, they got a lot of players underneath their roster where they can make deals with teams. They have the power. Something that I always felt that the NBA should allow. And one thing is the agent can't stop a team, okay, from sending a player to a specific franchise. But the NBA is a relationship business. So the franchise will most likely assure working closely with the top agent, like Klutch Sports, to a suitable destination for a player. They are moving. Now, y'all can sit down here and think all you want. After tonight's game with the Knicks, if he plays one or two more games with the Lakers, it's a wrap. Either they're going to make a move and trade him by the deadline, or if not, the Lakers don't trade him, LeBron James is going to opt out and you're not going to get nothing. That's what's going to happen because he's not staying with the Lakers. There's no future with the Lakers. That team is destroyed. No player of top caliber wants to play with LeBron with the Lakers. No. Now, if you go into the Knicks, it's not your team. That's Randall's team if he stayed there. That's Brunson's team. You're coming in, but it's not your team. Oh, yeah, it'd be good for business, but it won't be your team. But to further this conversation, make sure you go to rumble.com, just hit Van Silk, or go to Rock Bottom Sports. But here's some clips from Stephen A. Smith and other NBA and basketball analysis, their mindset on LeBron James. A lot of people know that LeBron is not staying with the Lakers. They know he's going to opt out. He just don't want to say to make himself look good. Y'all have a blessed day.
I want to announce to the American public that I think the Los Angeles Lakers should strongly consider trading LeBron James. That is what I believe. The Los Angeles Lakers, as presently constructed, are going nowhere. You the Lakers, where you going? You got nothing. So here's what I'm going to tell you they should do. If I'm the Lakers, I'm calling Cleveland because they got some young talent. I'm calling Miami because they got some young talent. I'm calling Utah. Donovan Mitchell, you want out? I want to sit up here on national television. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something I normally don't do, Wendy. I'm going to stand for this. And I'm going to make a proposal to LeBron James.
Oh, God.
To virtually guarantee him a trip to the NBA Finals, if not a championship. If LeBron James wants to put himself in position to win a championship, get traded to the New York Knicks. Center stage, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. LeBron James, what's up? You talk about championship, baby. The Eastern Conference, Giannis and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in Boston, and Miami with Kendrick Perkins talking about how they should trade Jimmy Butler with his crazy self. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about Kendrick Perkins being crazy. All of this. LeBron in New York with this team, this defense.
Wendy.
I wish LeBron would ask out. If you're going, hey, Knicks fans, if you're going to be at the Garden on Saturday, hold up signs.
As a Celtic fan, I always disagree with Nick Wright because he done said some crazy thing about my Celtics and Jason Tatum. But this take on LeBron James' hypothetical trade, and he picked 3 teams, the New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, and Miami, let Nick Wright cook, man. Nick Wright is cooking on that take. On the video that I'm stitching with Nick Wright talking about a hypothetical trade surrounding LeBron James if he were to axe out of the Lakers, him going to the New York Knicks makes the most sense. The New York Knicks with Jalen Brunson would be in position to immediately contend for a title. And I know LeBron/Laker fans don't want to hear that because there's 2 types of LeBron fans. They like the team he's on, so they're his fan. And then there's just LeBron fans, meaning I'm a travel wherever LeBron goes. Those fans, if I'm you, I would love a potential to see LeBron in a New York Knicks jersey, even as a Celtic fan. Hey, we don't know how much longer LeBron has. In some fans' eyes, they giving him the GOAT status. Some people might not see that. But we know the history of the New York Knicks. They haven't won a title since the 70s. And right now, Jalen Brunson is playing equivalent to how Allen Iverson used to play for the Philadelphia 76ers. So just imagine him with the way they're playing and adding in a LeBron James, and he doesn't have to run the point guard position. He doesn't have to be a high usage rate player. He can play off ball. We know LeBron can shoot threes, or he can play in the pick and roll position with Jalen Brunson. New York Knicks fans, I agree with Nick Wright. If I'm I'm at the Garden with signs up. Yo, LeBron, like, let's make history. If LeBron would help Jalen Brunson even get them to a finals, forget winning it. just getting them to the finals, they will be more relevant than they were with Patrick Ewing. So again, I like Nick Wright take for the first time in a while, but he's cooking with that hypothetical LeBron James trade to potentially the New York Knicks, and I agree with him.
Well, one, I don't think LeBron would ask for a trade. He's always fulfilled his contract, so I don't think he goes that route. But could be a free agent this summer, so maybe the Lakers need to have that discussion with him if he wants that. The thing, it's not easy to trade LeBron. He's making $51 million. You have to make the salaries match. And if you're Philly, I presume the Lakers would want Tyrese Maxey. And if you're Philly, you're saying LeBron's got AD playing some of his best ball, and they're not even in the playoffs. They're in the play-in in the West. Are LeBron and Embiid going to get us over the top? I don't know. I wouldn't do Tyrese Maxey for it. So I don't think that. The one trade I like, I don't think the Heat's going to go back to that. I like this, and I don't know if the Lakers would do it. Golden State, now I know that's a pipe dream, him and Steph playing together. But Klay, Dad was a Laker. There's always been thoughts of Klay playing for the Lakers at some point. Expiring contract, so you get that room if you're the Lakers. Klay and Jonathan Kuminga and some picks. I would do it if I'm Golden State. Why am I waiting? I think they're done with that future plan. Maximize Steph's time. You bring him and LeBron there. I don't know what they'd look like, but it'd be fun to watch.